to Blues Talk. I'm about to record the match preview into the final. I've already recorded it once. I had technical issues, so I have to re-record it, so it's not going to be as good as I planned because I've already put all the effort in, and I'm really annoyed. But this video is about the statement from Roman Abramovich himself to the club. And I think my laptop's just crashed, so that's nice. Okay, here we go. So, Roman Abramovich had this to say. During my nearly 20-year ownership of Chelsea FC, I always viewed my role as a custodian of the club, whose job it is ensuring that we are as successful as we can be today, as well as build for the future, while also playing a positive role in our communities. I've always taken decisions with the club's best interests at heart. I remain committed to these values. That is why I am today giving the trustees of Chelsea's charitable foundation the stewardship and care of Chelsea FC. I believe that currently they are in the best position to look after the interests of the club, players, staff and fans. So, if you don't know, there was calls for Roman Abramovich to have his assets taken away, which would have been Chelsea FC, due to the ongoing Russian-Ukrainian crisis, and Roman Abramovich is known to have good links with Putin, so there were big calls for this to happen. Luckily it hasn't, but I think Roman Abramovich knows that it's a high possibility, and that's why he's done this. So basically, there's been a lot of people confused by what this is actually saying. So what he's actually saying is he's still the owner of Chelsea FC, but he's basically stepping back a bit, and all decisions will be made by these people, the trustees and charitable foundation, on all situations. Whether that means transfers will be impacted or not, I would assume so, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's he's basically passed the responsibility on. So he's done this, so then that way the UK, the government can't take they can't take Chelsea off of Roman Abramovich, and then therefore when these tensions finally dissolve, he can resume power and continue as the owner of Chelsea FC. Because if he was to be kicked out, the club are currently in £1.5 billion of debt, due to money he'd put in, and he'd have to say that out again, and we'd struggle to get an owner with how other things work, because if he's still in control but they have the asset taken off, the money doesn't really go through him, it goes through the roots in the UK as well. So it's a tough one, and you can't do business while having that sanction, because then you're still getting the money, and it works either way then. Bearing in mind the club is worth a lot of money, so, and he's also done this because there's a lot of noise around Chelsea now about that, about how we've got this owner who's got Russian links with Putin, and he's a businessman, and it can have a negative effect on all of the players and the staff. It's not his fault that this has happened, of course, and it's definitely not Chelsea's fault, and Abramovich has realised this, and like I said, he's taken the club's best interests at heart, and he's pulled out so that this noise can settle down, as the club are innocent in all of it. So we truly have one of the best owners in the world. We really do. He really does care about the club, and that's why he's taken this step. It is still possible, I believe, that the UK could take Chelsea away from Abramovich. However, it is now very unlikely, seeing as Abramovich technically doesn't have control over the club, and I'm assuming will not gain any financial benefit out of the club as a result of this. So the club should remain in Abramovich's name, and if not, then now it's down to the charitable foundation and trustees to own the club and potentially sell it on, so we can then still get a new owner should Abramovich be forced out of the club. So it's very tactical. Our owner plays 4D chess, but right now we are 100%. We're fine. We're not going into any bankruptcy or anything right now. I told you I'd bring any updates. This is the update. Nothing new has been said about it, and that is what has happened. So I'm going to end this video there, so I can get going on this other video. Although right now it's uploading, but I've not been able to edit it. It's taken a while because of the way I've had to upload it, because I had technical issues. It's unedited, so it doesn't have an intro or an outro, and I was going to put the Ukrainian flag on there to show my support again, but I couldn't because it's not edited. So sorry about that, but this one will be, as you've probably already seen. There should be a Ukrainian flag there, and obviously an intro, outro. And make sure you enjoy the Carabao Cup final live on Sky Sports tomorrow from Wembley Stadium. Kick off at 4:30. I will be watching. So keep the blue flag flying high. Come on, you Blues.
Chelsea, Chelsea, no one can stop us now. Chelsea, boys in blue. Chelsea, Chelsea, we love you. Chelsea, our love is true. No one can stop us now. Chelsea, we're the team. Chelsea, Chelsea, we're the cream. Chelsea, we're supreme. No one